Hey guys, welcome to another A-Town Productions video. Today we're going to be talking about tips and tricks and things you should probably not forget while on set for a music video. Let's get to it. There are garbage men outside making a racket. I'm sorry about the noise. Jesus, you hear that? What are they doing? On the channel today, we're going to be talking about tips and tricks and things you should probably not forget while on set for a music video. Action! Tip number 1 is important. Always bring more than one person. I've been told by many other directors and filmmakers that are also friends of mine to not go and make a film on your own. Not to say that you can't or shouldn't, but if you're doing a set, like for a music video or things like that, if you can, if possible, you should probably bring more than just yourself. You're gonna need help with lighting, you're gonna need help with different angles, you're gonna need help with things of like following you around, making sure there's nothing else in the shot, or also just elaborating on the ideas that you already have for the shoot that you have directed in your mind already. And there's nothing like getting on set and then drawing a blank in your mind. And if someone else was there, you could refer to and ask like, hey, do you have any ideas right now? That helps out in a big pinch, big time. Tip number 2, tip number 2, tip number 2. I don't know. I'm drawn for a blank. Tip number 2, because I come from being on production sets for short films and making my own movies, which I still do, and have one coming out called The Lure, but that's a whole nother video, is I tend to speak too low on music video sets where I don't need to. I can speak up because on music video sets, more than likely and most of the time, you're gonna be not shooting with audio because you're gonna sync the actual MP3 audio file, the song, onto the timeline. So for example, I'll be like, get over here like that. I don't need to whisper. So I'll be like, action, cut, to the left, move this way. Oh, go like that, smile. I don't need to whisper because I'm not on a movie production set for a movie production. I can be loud here. There's loud speakers and I tend to forget sometimes, so I'll be like going, hey, move to your left, like that, when I could just be like, hey, move to your left. I gotta let them know ahead of time to not like react to me, to just listen. So they're smiling, don't stop and, okay, so just so they can hear me talk. But anyway, so tip number 2 is really important that you should remember there's a difference between being on a set for a music video and a set for a quiet movie production, because those are audio boom mics and they are picking up the dialogue and the conversations being said and whatever. Music videos, loud music, you can say whatever because it's not, that audio is not going to get put into the final video. So yeah, speak up when you're on set directing or filming or being DP or whatever. You could just remember you can speak up on a set for a music video. Tip number 3 is gonna be always storyboard. There's nothing like guerrilla filming and, you know, shooting like that and just going run and gun. We've all done it. We all do it. We're not gonna stop doing it. But when it's a good production, if you have the opportunity and the time to set aside and actually draft and storyboard and make a shot list for your shoot that you're gonna be having ahead of time, you're gonna be sweating way less than you ever have on set before if you can get that done. For instance, I was just on a big production music video shoot with a friend of mine, and the night before we had went over a whole shot list, a lighting list, and a location list for inside of the studio and props. And so when we got into the studio, immediately, boom, 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 we knocked every single location and prop down. And we did it, I think, under 6 hours. I want to say that. It was incredible. Like, so from now on, I'm always going to storyboard and plan my shoot the day before or just before. Just as long as it's prior to the shoot, I'm going to be planning everything. Shot list, storyboard, you know, just everything. Location planning, scouting, all of that. Lighting especially. You guys like my new shirt? I'm having a bunch made, and let me know if you guys like them. Gonna start selling merch. Gonna start selling merch soon. All right. It's really soft, and I don't know. It's like cotton mixed with, like, I don't know, European, Egyptian silk, if that's a thing. Tip number 4 is gonna be bring a speaker. So many times I have went on location in downtown LA, in the mountains, and I forgot to bring a speaker. Believe me, it's really frustrating when the artist has to listen to a phone and they're trying, and plus if they don't have something loud enough, it's not gonna match so well with their words when they're rapping or singing whatever the type of music genre that they're doing for this music video is gonna be. It's not gonna match so well if they can't hear it. So you need to, it's a must. That should have been number 1. Tip number 1, bring a speaker. Bring a speaker, because trust me, in the tunnels of downtown LA and the busy traffic, a phone is not gonna cut it. You can maybe try hard to make it work, and I'm not saying you can't, but you're gonna have to try hard to make it work. Everything's easier when you set yourself up for your post work. To have everything ready and lined up for post is just, it's brilliant. But bring a speaker so you can have it playing loud, so if you are in a tunnel of downtown LA, the cars aren't drowning out the cell phone music. It's not gonna drown out the speaker music. So you're able to hear that, and then they'll be able to react and put a lot more emotion into their music. Which brings us right along into tip number 5. Tip number 5 is really important as well. All these tips are really important, but tip number 5 is important because you need to tell your artist to speak up. Sing the song. Don't just lip sing the song. This I can't elaborate enough or stress this enough to all the other artists out there and directors and filmmakers. You need to tell your artist to sing, get into it, rap, get into it, say it out loud. Don't just move your lips to your own song. Sing your song, rap your song, bark your song, meow to your song, whatever you have to do. Get that song out with your vocal cords, with your lungs, with your throat, out your mouth, so they can hear it. You'll get a lot more better reaction and emotion when you're filming it in post. Trust me on that one, you won't regret that. So make sure you need to tell your artist to speak up, get loud, feel it, get into it. So be sure to do that. Tip number 6, you need to wear sunscreen. If you are outdoors in the hot day of summer, in the hot blazing summer heat stroke type of day, when the beams are on your bald head like mine. I was on set for this music video in the Angel Crest Mountains in California, and it was so hot that day, and there was bugs, which you should probably bring sunscreen. I didn't know this though, so when I went up there, I had no hat on, no beanie, and my head, I got home looking like a giant tomato, and it was just all burnt. It was about 4 to 6 hours out there in the sun with no sunscreen, and I just got back and my head was done. It was burnt, it was peeled, it was raw. So bring sunscreen if you're gonna be outdoors for a long time on a location for a music video. if the location brings you outdoors. Tip number 7, we're almost there, guys. We are almost there, just a little bit closer. Tip number 7, we are blazing right through this. I don't know about you guys, but I think we're getting some progress, some good stuff happening here. Okay, here we go. Tip number 7 is going to be have food, have drinks, have water, snacks, everything for your crew. If you have a crew and you're not paying them, because more than likely we're not going to be paying our crew because we're not on big, huge money-making productions. So the best way to do it for your cast and crew or your artist, everyone helping you, is provide water and drinks. That's the least that you can do, that we can do, is provide food, drinks, snacks, stuff like that. It goes a long way. It's very helpful. You're gonna keep them in the mood, happy, energetic, and thankful. You know, the better you treat them, the more of a better performance you're gonna receive out of them. That's a really important one too. Like, take care of them. If you're not paying money, then provide snacks. That's gonna be really, really beneficial. Tip and trick, and probably something you shouldn't forget, number 8. Wait for it, because I really don't know what it is at the moment, so I need to think, because I did not write any of these tips and tricks down. So I was just went off the back of my head. Tip number 8. Tip and trick number 8. Tip and trick number 8 is gonna be pack everything prior before. You need to pack the night before, get everything set up, charge all your batteries. Getting a text getting a text interrupting me. Pack and charge everything the night before, the day before, hours before. Don't even do it hours before. Make sure the night before your shoot, everything is charged full to the capacity, and everything is packed that you need. Oh my gosh. Make sure everything is charged and packed up the night before. You don't want to get to your set and you're missing a light, or you're missing a SD card or batteries, you know, then everything's ruined. So make sure everything is done and packed and charged before the set, at least the day or the night before. I think that's it. How'd I do? That's it for today, and thank you for tuning in to A-Town Productions. Hit that like button and subscribe if you're into this channel. You might want to subscribe if you haven't already. We have lots more footage and tips and tricks, tutorials, everything. Lots more things to come this year. This year, for next year, for 2020. Big things. We have merch, so if you like what I'm wearing, let me know. We have hoodies being made, hats being made, shirts being made, and black and white. So hit the subscribe button, like, and leave a comment. See you in the next video. Peace. There's a fly on the lens. There's a fly on the lens right now. Yeah. Okay. How many tips did I say I was gonna give?